guys, and welcome to Forking Allotment. We're going to be doing our final part of our beginner's guide to green manure today, in partnership with Sow Seeds. Please do check them out up here. There is a link to Sow Seeds up on my banner, and also a link to my socials, Instagram and Twitter. So please do go over there and follow me as well. But without any further ado, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will be getting on with the content that I'm going to bring you now. So this is the beginner's guide to green manure, sowing and growing, part 5, digging in. So this is the final part. So 4 steps to digging in are as follows. Step 1, green manure should be cut down before flowering when the stems are green and soft. Step 2, dig the green manure into the top 15 centimeters of the soil. Step 3, alternatively, the green manure can be left on the surface of the soil to act as a mulch and let the worms drag down the organic matter. Step 5, wait 30 days before sowing your next crop. Or there's the detailed version. That is just the quick overview. So we'll do the detailed version. So chop up the top growth or foliage into smaller pieces. Use the edge of a spade, or you can use shears, especially if the green manure is quite coarse or long. Turn over and dig in the foliage of the green manure and the green manure roots with a spade into the soil to a depth of 15 centimeters. Do small areas at a time. Don't overdo it. As with anything on the allotment, do not overdo it. Gently tamp down the soil with a back of a rake, and then rake the soil over to a fine tilth. Foliage can be removed or composted, if it's too coarse or too hard to dig in, or if you just prefer to compost it. And then dig in the roots by turning over a small section at a time, or if you wish, leave in situ and plant the seedlings through the roots. This last method is only suitable for annual types that will die off once very closely topped, or cut off very close to the ground. Perennial green manures such as clovers will continue to grow if you leave them in the ground, hence why they are called perennial. Then you leave 4 weeks before sowing seeds, especially with green manures like forage rye and winter tares, as they have a chemical that is released that inhibits the germination of seeds, which is great against weed seed germination, but not so great for your veg seeds. However, you can plant small plants or seedlings which have already germinated into the bed after the first few weeks. But you're probably still best to wait 4 weeks if you possibly can. But if you can't wait that long, then within say 2 weeks you could transplant in some seedlings that you've grown in modules in the greenhouse or polytunnel or on your windowsill or wherever you've grown your seedlings. It is best to dig in or top green manure before they start to flower, especially before they go to seed, which I want them self-seeding everywhere. The stems become woody and they're harder to break down in the soil if you leave them too long. However, you may wish to allow a few to flower, especially clovers and phacelia, because they are havens for bees and beneficial insects. They'll just need to be carefully managed to ensure they don't go to seed, unless that's what you want them to do. And for those that follow a no-dig approach, the same method involved in cutting down the green manure, but instead of digging in, just leave the cuttings on the surface, and this will act as a mulch, or hoe in, or otherwise use the cuttings, remove the cuttings and put them into your compost. So after all that hard work, you can now be confident that your soil and your soil will reap the benefits of green manure by incorporating green manure into your crop rotation plans. Again, I will discuss that in probably the next video now. Crop rotation plans. So the benefits of green manure being more organic matter, more nitrogen in your soil, less leaching and soil erosion in the winter, pest control. Green manures provide a haven for frogs, beetles and other predatory natural predators that prey on pests such as slugs and snails, slugs and snails, and can also deter crop pests. For example, low growing green manures can deter carrot fly, or mustard can be used to combat wireworms in potato crops. And the final part is that there will be less weeding, which is never a bad thing. The green manure crops will outcompete your the weeds for nutrients and everything, so then the weeds shouldn't be able to take over. So finally we get to the end of this little beginner's guide. So welcome to the world of green manure. It's a truly super plant in your vegetable plot or vegetable garden. So go forth and create beautiful soil naturally. And that is everything from me. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and thank you again to Sow Seeds for everything that they have done for me and the channel. I shall see you all in the next video.